Hey guys, it's Chloe and today I am back with a brand new video. Today I am here with my December wrap up. I cannot believe we're only a couple of days away from the new year, from 2019, and this is the final wrap up of 2018. So if you guys watched my December TBR, if you didn't, I'll link it in the description below, but basically my December TBR was my booktube friends picking my TBR. It actually wasn't that bad, and I got through most of my TBR before I kind of started to go off of it. Well, I did go off of it, which I'll talk about a little bit later. This video is being filmed early. It's actually being filmed on Christmas because the days before this goes up, I am going to be working a lot. So I wanted to make sure that this video was up and ready to go. So at this point in time, I've completed 4 books. I'm going to be completing a 5th before the month is over. And then I'll talk about 2 books that were on my TBR that I just didn't get to. The first book I completed in December was From Twinkle with Love by Sandhya Menon. This was picked by Laura from Bookies and Cookies and Teresa from Just Bookish Things, and I fell in love with this book. It was so cute and so good. I remember I tried to pick it up around the time I got this book over the summer, and I just didn't feel like reading it, so I put it down, and I'm so glad that I finally got to pick it up because it was awesome and so cute. I really enjoyed Sandhya's debut novel, which was When Dimple Met Rishi, so I had no doubt in my mind that I wasn't going to love this. I was so excited for this book. I loved it, and I give it 5 stars. The next book I picked up was not on my TBR, and I actually read it for my reading retreat that happened this month. If you don't know about the reading retreat, I'll link that vlog down in the description below. But it was Famous in a Small Town by Emma Mills. This is an arc of her new book that comes out in January. This comes out on January 15th. I got this arc from YALLFest. It was so good. I've never read an Emma Mills book before until this one, but I fell in love with this book and I fell in love with the characters, and I'm actually really excited because I'm planning on picking up Emma Mills' other books as well now that I've read and loved this one. I'm really glad that I got this at YALLFest. Flew through it. It was very fast-paced. If you like Emma Mills or you like contemporary, I definitely recommend picking up this book. And again, if you want to watch my reading retreat vlog, it is linked in the description below. Go check it out. That's where I read most of this book in less than 12 hours. The third book I picked up and completed in December was Clam Jam by R.C. Bolt. This was my unwrapped book for December, and I was unsure about this book. Like, I didn't know what to expect. But this book is actually really good, and it's similar to other indie books that I have read before, indie contemporary books that I've read. This is definitely like an adult rom-com. Heavy on the adult, but it was still really good and I ended up really enjoying it, and I gave it 4 stars. The last book I completed was the December book of the month for Once Upon a Read-Along, and that is What If It's Us by Adam Silvera and Becky Albertalli. I was so pumped for this book, and I fell in love from the very first chapter. It was so good and so cute. I love Adam's books, I love Becky's books, so I knew together they were just going to destroy me. And they did. Absolutely fell in love with this book, but I knew I would because it's contemporary and I love contemporary. I talk more about my thoughts in the live show discussion, which is tomorrow, December 30th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. All the information will be linked in the description below, and once the live show is up, I will link that in the description below as well. First, I'm going to talk about the book that I'm currently reading, which will be finished in December, and that's Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. This is basically 3 short stories that are all interconnected, set on like Christmas Eve and Christmas. I'm halfway through the second story, which I'm planning on finishing the second story tonight, but I'm definitely going to be finishing this before the end of the month. Basically, I just really wanted to read this because it's the holiday and Christmas season, and I really wanted something Christmassy and didn't feel like picking up anything else on my TBR, which again we'll talk about after this. Yeah, I'm really loving this book. So good so far. So I had 2 books on my TBR that I did not get to. The first one is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I actually did pick this up and I tried reading it. I read about 30 to 40 pages before I just didn't feel like picking it up. Basically, I was confused and just didn't feel like trying to get into a high fantasy. And I didn't want to fall into a slump either, so I quit while I was ahead and just decided to put it down. And I talked to Kathleen from For the Love of Books, and she even said when she read it, it took her about 100 pages before she got into it. And I didn't want to fall into a slump, so I just decided to put it down for now. I love the main Grisha trilogy, and I know this is set in the Grisha world, but right now it's just too different for me, and I'll come back to it another time. The Grisha world will still be there for me. The other book that was on my TBR that I didn't pick up, and I know I'm gonna get crap from Kathleen from For the Love of Books, and that is The Ghost in the Curve by Violet Howe. I just didn't pick it up. I just didn't pick it up. I don't know if I'm not in the mood for this. I definitely want to give this book a chance, but I didn't want to deal with the high fantasy. I didn't want to deal with the supernatural and the ghosts. I just wanted a good old holiday contemporary for the season, okay? I will pick this book up one day. I probably will. Because I do want to get my personal TBR down to 0. That is a goal of mine, and I'm actually not that far from it. So one day I will start this book and pick it up. But I know I'm gonna get crap from Kathleen on this, but I just didn't I didn't want to deal with the ghosts. I didn't want to deal with the supernatural. I just wanted a festive read. So guys, those are all the books that I read in December. Thank you all so much for watching. This is the final video of 2018. The next video to go up, I think, is my January wrap-up, and that's the first video of 2019. So, it's the last video of 2018. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout 2018 and throughout all the years before that. I hope you guys will stick around for many years to come after this. Thank you all so much for everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you'd like to check out my vlog channel, Coalescence, it's linked in the description below. And if you like to see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so click subscribe so you can be updated when I post those. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. I will see you guys next year. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next year. Bye! In the darkness, I don't feel so cold. The ashes fall like rain, and somehow we're okay. Story drifts between shadows and smoke.